So we're going to give you the answer. Right, babe? Yes. We're going to give the answer. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Fam Friday. And I'm here with my baby daddy.
Hi.
Hi. I'm here with my husband, Jubert. As I had shared with you guys earlier last week, that we'll be having Fam Fridays every Friday of the last week. Not once a month. Every Friday.
Be seeing this face on Fridays.
This face.
Maybe. Yeah, I'll be there.
But yes, we'll be seeing him and all of our family. We just want to be able to just open a realm of showing you guys our life. If that's even, our life is fun, babe. Would you say our life is fun? I think our life is fun. I think we're pretty cool.
Interesting.
It's interesting. I'm very interested. I don't know about him, but yes, we just wanted to open a realm so you guys can see our lives, just chatting and vlogging about parenting, marriage, whatever questions you may have that will help you along your journey. So if you got a baby daddy, if you got a husband, if you got a boyfriend, and y'all want to have a future, and y'all just want to be able to ask some questions, you can definitely DM me. Any questions you may have, or leave comments below in my YouTube, and I'll be able to, throw that thing in the Fam Friday. But today we're pretty much just talking about frequent questions that we're always asked as a married couple, or just as individuals ourselves. And I did ask you guys to submit some questions, so we're gonna give you the answer. Right, babe? Yes, we're gonna give the answer. We're gonna give the answers, but the first question that we're always asked, who are we, babe? Who are we?
Well, I'm Jubert.
He is Jubert.
Also known as Jew. I'm a father.
Father.
I'm
1,000. A husband? Yes, Lord.
An entrepreneur, business owner.
Very.
A hard worker.
Very. Oh, gosh. Answering prayers. Look at the Lord.
That's who I am.
That's who he is. I am
extra.
Very. But I am Rich Mark, aka better known as Shama, because my mom didn't want to name me something else a bit non-complicated. But to shorten it up, Shama goes very well. But yes, same thing as for him. I am his lovely wife, the mother of his 3 children. We're a business couple, entrepreneurs trying to figure out life, and we're just I heard somebody say a professional life doer. That's who we are. We just like doing life. I like that too. We're going to use that. Thank you, Sammy Joe, if you ever end up watching this video. But yes, we are just that. But who are we and where did we meet, babe? Where did we meet? Tell the people where we met.
We met in high school.
In high school, and no, for everybody that always be like, oh my God, it's gonna be one of those stories. No, we were not high school sweethearts. He was in a full-blown relationship.
Yeah.
And after all, he tried to act like he didn't want all of this. But we'll get around to that sometime. But yeah, we met in high school where?
We met in high school in our drama class. I was in my senior?
Junior year.
And you was in your sophomore year.
I was in my sophomore year.
Yeah.
And he walked in with a salmon vest.
What? No, I did not.
Yes, it was, babe. It was like pink. It's like a salmon pink.
What?
Yeah. You had pink polo shoes. It's getting weird.
It wasn't polo. It wasn't polo. First of all.
Well, whatever.
I had Jordans on. I know what you're talking about now.
Jordans.
But okay. We met in drama class. I got transferred to that drama class that period. And we started clicking.
Like, listen, because when you meet me, you click. You get me?
We were friends, all right?
We was friends, yes. We were friends for a very long time.
And then what happened?
He graduated, and my senior year.
We're just skipping a part.
We just skipping one part. We're not going through all of that. Yeah, we was in class. I caught feelings. If that's what you're trying to get to. I caught some feelings or whatever.
It was my fault.
But then, yes, it was his fault. But then later on, I found out he had a girlfriend, and boom, that was about to end.
She got mad because I didn't say hi to her in the hallway.
Because he was walking with his little girlfriend, and I was like, hey, Jubert, and he was just like, hey, keeping it pushing. I'm like, what is this? What is that? Like, you can't say hi?
I did.
But
Right.
no, he didn't. But nonetheless, we're not gonna get. We still to this day can't really agree on what happened in the past. But we're not gonna say in the past. But we here. Right. We here. But yes, I graduated. Well, he graduated.
I graduated.
And I needed a job, and he was working down the street at Taco Bell.
Taco Bell / KFC.
/KFC. And I needed a job. I needed the job. So I had asked him, hey, what's up?
Because she was broke.
I was broke out here. So I needed a job, and he helped me out with that. And we started cooking from there, and the rest was history.
Right.
Yep. And based on the questions that I had got, they all pretty much fall into the same like category. As you know, I had a subject about mommy funk and stuff like that. So first off, people want to know, how do we balance our love life and having children, and how you handle all of this?
Honestly, the Lord.
Thy Lord and Savior. I'm telling you, that's why I be praying.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. It is Lord, but I also think of you as my girlfriend for life. So you have to, I feel like I constantly try to date you all day, all the time.
Yes, date me.
All right. So you don't want to get stuck in our whole routine. So we date. And I feel like we balance each other out.
We really do.
Whatever I lack, you pick up, and whatever you lack, I pick up.
Yeah, that's true. We definitely do find a balance, and when it comes to I think what works best for us with our love life and parenting is that we know. I always brag about Jubert because he knows exactly what I need at exact times. Sometimes people think that you get married is all about love and sex and all of these other things, and it's really not. Like, you know, sex is a great part and a major asset, but but I do think that it's just a balance of understanding, like, when your partner needs a partner, when your partner needs a friend, when your partner needs a counselor, when your partner needs to have somebody next to you and be like, let's get it together. You know,
have to wear many masks.
Yeah, many hats.
Many masks, many name tags.
You know, and every season brings out a different person. Yeah. You know me, I got about 50 people on the inside of me.
A little less than that, but you know, bold people.
Yeah. So, you know, it takes a special man,
right,
to take care of this. You know,
it takes a bald man to take care of
that. Yes, sexy milk dud. That's what I call him. But yes, it takes a lot of balancing. And with our kids, I think what's most important to us is knowing that they're what's most important to us.
Right.
Like, although yes, we are like the head of that importance after God, but understanding, like, no matter whatever we go through, and no matter what season we're in it together, and we know exactly who we're doing things for. You know, so I think that's where the balance really comes in. And no matter what, like, you know, when you go through things as a couple, you may argue, you may not have the best day, but understanding that, I still have a priority as a child, and understanding the value of legacy. I think that's what we have best.
To shorten it, our end goal are exactly the same.
Very.
Our goals are pretty much the same. We try to reach those goals together. And honestly, I don't think I can reach my goals without her, and I don't think she could reach her goals without me.
I can't. I ain't gonna lie. I can't. I really can't. But yeah, that's pretty much how we balance love and kids. And also, babe, another thing that a part of what Jubert said with dating, we definitely, it doesn't matter where you date. I think people think that you have to leave the house. We thought that for a while too, babe. Didn't we?
Yeah.
We've always felt like, we need to have a certain amount of money to leave. But when we started understanding of how to make the best of our situation and in our season, it really built us to extreme heights as a couple. We didn't even tell them how long we've been together. We've been together for 6 years, going on 6 years this year.
We're going on our 6-year marriage, but we've been together for 8 years.
8 years. He been riding with all of this. You
right. Me. I don't know how I do it, but
I'm fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Extra
fun. But yes, another thing, and this question is actually for you.
What is it?
Somebody wants to know, how do you handle, I'm in Mommy Funk series.
Yeah.
They want to know, how do you handle when I'm in a mommy funk?
How do I handle it? Honestly, I feel like I try to support you the best I can. When we talk through it, even though you don't want to tell me what's really going on.
I really don't.
right? You know, I gotta like pick at it slowly throughout the day. I can't just go at it head on. So, but honestly, it's support, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
Telling she's beautiful. How was your morning? Call her. Just try to weasel my way in. You pretty much that's how it is. That's how I handle it. You just gotta weasel your way in. Talk to each other. Make her feel comfortable, and don't come at her too harsh.
Yeah.
If I come too direct, she's like, she just curls up. She curls up. So I'm like, you know what? Let me tiptoe around the situation before I pounce. And then usually
it works.
She opens up.
Yeah, that's true. He is very supportive. Another question is, how did we together get over my postpartum depression? That was another thing that I spoke about. I had a two-part, you know this, I had a two-part video about does it exist, and the importance of making people understand that it actually exists, because we struggled in that area for a very long time.
Big time.
But before I go, just go ahead.
It does exist.
It does exist.
It is there. Honestly, I think like marriage is like a roller coaster to me. So you get excited, you're really excited, you get on the ride, and what do? You brace yourself, you lock yourself in, and you just go for the ride. And whatever loops and turns, what do you do every time you go through a loop and turn? You brace yourself. So those are one of the moments that I really, really had to brace myself.
Yes, Pastor Juba. Brace.
Because the person that I fell in love with did not know who she was and what she wanted from life or me.
Yeah.
So honestly, it's support. Be there. Even if you don't understand, look like you understand.
For real.
Just nod your head like, oh my God, for real? You're gonna crush it. Right? But just be there. Send that positive energy, even though it drains you. Yeah. Send it, because at the end of the day, she's gonna fill you back up with that energy once she gets over that hump.
Yeah.
And just
understanding that there's a long-term return.
Yeah. It's like an investment. You put your money in now, and you don't get it as soon as you want it to be, but it's later.
It's gonna come.
It's gonna build. It's gonna build some interest.
It's gonna come tenfold.
Yeah.
Right. That is very true, babe. And you were very supportive. I think for me, going through postpartum depression, the one moment that really stuck out to me, there was plenty of moments, but the moment that solidified, like, I have a real partner, was a moment that I ran away from home. And then, not run out all the way, but I went to our pool in our complex at that time, and I knew he was gonna find me, because when I leave, child, not that I always leave or anything like that, but like, if I'm missing, if Juba can't find me, he is going to find me. Okay, so I figured that he probably would find me, but I guess he probably wouldn't have found me where I was, probably like walking back home or whatever. But I just needed some fresh air, and I left the house, and I was at our poolside, and Juba found me, and he was like, "What are you doing out here at night?" And I was just like, I just feel like really like I'm drowning. I feel like I'm in this pool and there's nobody to pull me up, like real life. Jura took my hand, took me in the middle of the pool with all of my clothes on. Okay,
that's support.
That's support. He took me in the pool like we were both in our clothes. We didn't care what was on us. He took me in the middle of the pool and he held me up so that my feet couldn't touch the bottom of the pool. And he was like, "You see how you may feel like you're drowning, but I always want you to know that you have somebody that's going to continue to hold you up." And I sobbed like a big baby. Okay,
that was
good. That was like in a movie, baby.
Unscripted.
That was right. That was all him. It really was all him. And that moment, I think it turned things around for me. Although, yes, I still had my moments where I fell back a bit sometimes, but understanding it's those kind of moments that matter the most. The moments that you really take a step back outside of feeling like, man, she going through this thing and she don't know how she's making me feel. But I want to be here for her. It's those kind of moments that really create the moment and allow people that are experiencing postpartum depression, when you have support and consistent support at that, because you were very great at being consistent, even when he did not understand. And trust me, Jupiter did not understand, okay? He did not. But he always kept an open ear, and even when I wanted to run away, he always chased after me. No matter how frustrated he was, no matter how much he didn't understand, he always tried his best to understand. And I think that's what helped us get along together. So if you have
it helped our communication as well.
It helped our communication, because in that moment I didn't know how to explain, or I was not even communicating in that moment. Right. But understanding that he really was there for me allowed me to open up, even if I'm like, I'm not doing good today, and that's all I'm gonna give him. It still allowed us to have that open communication. So I think what's most important is consistency. If you're going through postpartum depression, having that consistency and allowing someone to go through their process, just being there.
You have to have a lot of willpower. You got to be willing to go through all that, and not a lot of people are willing to go through. But if it's somebody you love, like I love this one, so I was willing to go through all that. So
yes, that is so true. Another question that I got, which I think is the last question, was, I think it's more so towards me, but you could also give me some feedback. But it's pretty much was asked how do I invite you on this journey? Although it's called Mommies with Purpose, how do I invite my partner along this journey?
Guys, I'm always here. It's rather I'm behind the camera sometimes or adjusting, but I'm always here.
Yeah, and definitely a part of allowing him to come on the journey, I think, because it's Mommies with Purpose, I have a obligation, a ministry to mothers. Yeah. But behind the scenes, when the camera turns off, when it's not about Mommies with Purpose, for us, I think it's parents with purpose,
or
family with purpose, marriage with purpose. The number one thing I spoke about with Mommies with Purpose is about understanding that you're living your life with intention, and inviting him on a journey. He's already on a journey with me, because first of all, I wouldn't be a mom if hello. So right, I needed him. So I think allowing him, going through the journey with him and learning lessons, communicating, building everything that I'm actually teaching or giving advice of is actually because we went through it together. And I'm just giving you the motherly aspect of it. But inviting him on the journey, anything that I learn or anything that I go through, I always communicate it back to him. I always bring him along the journey, say, hey, I'm going through this. That's how he understands and knows when I'm going through a mommy funk and how to communicate, because I was able to say, hey, I go through this thing here and there. Well, I don't know what I want, but I know what I want. It's just so many things.
Guys, you gotta help identify the problem.
Yes, because half of the times we don't know what we're going through.
Maybe you're going through this because of this. Maybe it's this.
Yeah, question.
So we can put the puzzle pieces together so we can solve it.
Yeah, it's a part of bringing him on the journey with you, bringing your partner on the journey with you. And yet we're married, praise the Lord, but maybe some people aren't married, and that does not mean that you can't utilize those tools. You can utilize those tools in any kind of relationship, whether it's a friendship that you feel like can hold you accountable as a single mother, or if you're an aspiring mom, or you're annoying, or if you're married, just don't have a kid yet, or you're with your boyfriend or a fiance that long term this is what you want. Start laying down that foundation now. That's very important. Just learning how do I include you on my journey is doing the journey with you. Outside of just filming and Insta snapping and all that, it's really all about doing the journey with him. Even when I make certain series or I'm talking about something, I talk to him about it, and he's like, remember when you went through this in that area? You might want to tell them about that too. He's with me on the journey. So it's not like I'm living this whole double life, one Mommies with Purpose and one married life. We're doing it all together. But yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, that's all the questions.
And there's not going to be a Fathers with Purpose. Maybe.
Baby daddies. Maybe. It's not going to be fathers with purpose. It's going to be baby daddies with purpose. But yeah. yeah, we're just gonna invite you guys on this journey with us. So we're gonna continue to have these type of chats and talks. Maybe it'll be about marriage. Maybe it'll be about just us individually. But definitely, we just want to welcome you guys and open you guys to our home and to our lives.
Ask any question.
Any question.
We will answer it.
Yes.
Good, bad, middle. I answer it. It don't matter.
Keep us together, people. Don't try to get reckless, okay? But
I'll be 100 with everyone.
Yeah, so. We're definitely an open notebook.
Right.
To a certain extent. We're an open notebook. But see you guys next time.